Hello, this is Tony Dixon for WDEE TV Headline News, coming to you from the WDEE TV studios in Ypsilanti, Michigan. Our top story today comes from the Detroit Free Press and writer Teresa Baldus. Jean-Claude Tuwave may have done horrendous things to 4 West African children he pretended were his own, but it wasn't child slavery. At least that's what U.S. District Court Judge Arthur Tarnow concluded today in sentencing the University of Michigan janitor to 21 months in prison, which he has already served for sneaking 4 African children into the country in 2006 with fake documents and pretending they were his own. Tarnow previously had sentenced Tuwave to more than 11 years in prison after a federal jury convicted him of enslaving the 4 children in his Ypsilanti home and subjecting them to years of abuse. The 4 children testified that Tuwave regularly beat them with broomsticks, a toilet plunger, ice scraper, sticks, and phone chargers if they failed to obey orders to do household chores, and deprived them of food and sleep as punishment. But a federal appeals court in August harpooned the government's human trafficking case when it threw out the forced labor conviction, concluding that while the children's treatment was reprehensible, it was not slavery. Tarnow said he had no choice but to punish Tuwave according to that finding. Quote, "This is a serious case of child abuse that should have been prosecuted in the state courts." Who also added a message for Tuwave: "You got a huge break, Mr. Tuwave. I trust that you've learned your lesson as to your form of quote-unquote discipline." Tarnow gave Tuwave a chance to speak in court, but the defendant declined. Currently, immigration authorities have a hold on Tuwave, who is expected to be deported to his native land of Togo. The federal government has 48 hours to take action. Washtenaw County authorities also still could file charges against him. More on this story can be found on the local news feeds link on our website, WDEETV.com. Coming up next, a near-close encounter between a car and a train in Depot Town has unexpected rewards. At Morgan Taylor, buy 2 suits, get a 3rd suit free. Morgan Taylor is located at 133 West Michigan Avenue in Ypsilanti. Clothing and accessories for men, women, and children at Morgan Taylor. Open Monday through Saturday, 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Call 734-221-0296. Ask about layaways and in-store financing. At Morgan Taylor, buy 2 suits, get a 3rd suit free. Hello, this is Tony Dixon for WDEE TV Headline News, coming to you from the WDEE TV studios in Ypsilanti, Michigan. Our next story today comes from the Ypsilanti Courier and writer Ben Baird. A train was able to stop in time to only bump a car stopped in the tracks early October 21st in Ypsilanti's Depot Town. First believed to be stuck, Ypsilanti police say they determined the driver of the car was not only under the influence of alcohol, but is a suspect in larceny in Ann Arbor who was still in possession of the stolen property. Officers were dispatched at about 1:14 a.m. Tuesday, October 21st, to the intersection of Cross and River Streets, where it was reported a car was possibly stuck on the tracks. Officers also learned that an Amtrak train traveling at a high rate of speed was about 2 miles from the location. Amtrak was advised of the situation, and the train was able to slow, stopping just in time to only bump the car on the tracks, according to police. No injuries were reported. During the subsequent investigation, police determined the driver of the car was intoxicated and an underage passenger had also been drinking, according to police. Police say officers also discovered the driver, a 21-year-old Ypsilanti Township man, was a suspect of a larceny case that occurred earlier the same day in Ann Arbor. Ann Arbor police were notified, and the stolen property found on the driver was turned over to the city's police department. More on this story can be found on the local news feeds link on our website, WDEETV.com. Coming up next, a fire at a vacant house in Ypsilanti may have been arson.
This portion of the news is brought to you by the Wolverine Grill, located at 228 West Michigan Avenue, Ypsilanti, Michigan. Check us out on the internet at thewolverinegrill.com.
Welcome back. This is Tony Dixon for WDEE TV Headline News, coming to you from the WDEE TV studios in Ypsilanti, Michigan. Our next story today comes from the Ypsilanti Courier and writer Ben Baird. That's like deja vu. Anyway, the Ypsilanti Police Department is investigating a fire at a vacant house that's for sale as an arson case. Ypsilanti firefighters were able to quickly extinguish the fire after it was reported at 7:21 p.m. October 19th in the 100 block of North Washington, according to police. The arson investigator determined the fire started on the exterior back porch. The investigation is ongoing. More on the story can be found on the local news feeds link on our website, WDEETV.com. Coming up next, EMU's College of Business is ranked as one of the best by the Princeton Review. At Morgan Taylor, buy 2 suits, get a 3rd suit free. Morgan Taylor is located at 133 West Michigan Avenue in Ypsilanti. Clothing and accessories for men, women, and children at Morgan Taylor. Open Monday through Saturday, 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Call 734-221-0296. Ask about layaways and in-store financing. At Morgan Taylor, buy 2 suits, get a 3rd suit free. Welcome back. This is Tony Dixon for the WDEE TV Headline News, coming to you from the WDEE TV studios in Ypsilanti, Michigan. Our next story today comes from the Ypsilanti Courier. No writer byline was given. Eastern Michigan University's College of Business is one of the nation's best business schools, according to the Princeton Review. The education services company features Eastern in the new 2015 edition of its book, The Best 296 Business Schools. This recognition, awarded for the 11th consecutive year, illustrates that our faculty are providing a top-tier business education to our students who are going on to excellent and meaningful careers, said Michael Tidwell, Dean of EMU's College of Business. The Princeton Review compiled the list based on its surveys of more than 21,000 students attending the 296 business schools in the book, as well as on-school reported data. The review does not rank the business schools in the book on a single list from 1 to 296. The entire list can be viewed by following the link on our website. More on the story can be found on the local news feeds link on our website, WDEETV.com. Coming up next, an Ypsilanti woman is named to Crain's Best 40 Under 40.
This portion of the news is brought to you by Hikes Decorated Apparel, located at 133 West Michigan Avenue, Ypsilanti, Michigan. Check us out on the internet at hike.com.
Welcome back. This is Tony Dixon for WDEE TV Headline News, coming to you from the WDEE TV studios in Ypsilanti, Michigan. Our final story today comes from the Ypsilanti Courier and writer Nicole Seguin. An Ypsilanti woman was named as one of Crain's Detroit's 40 Under 40. Takesha Lee, 34, is the founder and CEO of DiverseNote. She said her biggest achievement is creating a career management social network used by more than 100,000 diverse professionals and 112 clients. DiverseNote, which was founded in 2012, allows job candidates to self-identify, opt in, and be categorized demographically. About 85% of members are college graduates. Last year's revenue was $1.2 million. Lee expects this year's revenue to be around $2.3 million. In the first year, career candidates really jumped at the opportunity to sign up, Lee told Crain's Detroit. But in reference to corporate clients, we are working diligently to get them aware of DiverseNote and to use us as a source for diversity recruitment and training. More on the story, including photos and video, can be found on the local news feeds link on our website, WDEETV.com. For WDEE TV Headline News, this has been Tony Dixon saying thanks for watching and asking you to please join us tomorrow, and inviting you and your friends to like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, and you can even subscribe to our news channel on YouTube. Thanks for watching.